So this is a new coop, and I ran power out here, so I've got a light switch and a plug out here. The wrong kind of plug, but it's covered. It'll be alright. But I got lights out here, and I got a plug in here, and I had a little heater. I bought this from Tractor Supply. I set it at about 34 degrees just to keep it above freezing, keep the water from freezing, and it worked out real well. It's got a filter on the back. I vacuum it out. I haven't cleaned it because it's unplugged now, so I haven't cleaned the coop in a couple days. It's a filthy mess, but I've got a couple of breeding cages here. Another pair I'm going to breed from. The cock is too long, but he's got a nice head, nice forehead, nice beak setting, pearl eyes. The hen is real small, and she's got a real skinny, nice thin beak. She's short, and but her eye color's off a little. He's got the real pearl. She's got kind of off color a bit. I'll put those together, and hopefully I'll get a short bird with a good head and a nice beak. Out of 6 babies, maybe you'll get one that's hopefully good, but his body's just too long. And I'd like to get some whites too. I like pure white. Hopefully I'll get some pure whites. But she's a pretty good hen. I don't want to... Her forehead, she doesn't have the pronounced forehead. She should have a little more forehead to her, and the eye color. But she's real short, she's real small. I picked these breeding cages up online. They're pretty good. I had got a pair of Swifts. I had the Swifts in there. So I've got a little area here. I'm going to leave this open in the summer so that I get a lot of air circulation. Here's the rest of them. Mostly hens. There's this. That's an Utati Swift. I picked up a pair. There's one there. One's got a bit of a copper neck, which is supposed to be silver. And they're both kind of copper, but I like them anyway. I like the look of them, and I'm not going to show them or anything. I'm going to try to raise some babies. They had eggs, and one egg survived, and then the hen got off of it. So I don't know why. It was just too early. This hen here is a real good little hen. As far as head structure and body and everything, size, she's very tiny. Portuguese. Good beak setting, good everything. Her eyes are a bit dark. It looks like she's going to have an egg too. They're all laying eggs because the temperature and the length of the day, but nobody has mates in here. That's one of my original old hens. That's the mother to most of these birds. And here's the mother. And that's the mother to the other half of the birds. Oh, she's going outside. Done check. I wish I had a good cock for her. She's real nice, small. It's kind of hard to get Portuguese in solid colors, so I'm kind of trying to get some solid colors. I'll keep her. I'll breed her with something when I get a good cock next year, or switch one of the other cocks out. I'll be breeding her until next season. They're having eggs all over. There's a broken egg on the floor. Just got a lot of extra hens. I've got a pair of Jacobins. They both ran outside. There was an old timer. He was getting out of it. His grandson was selling them, and they're really good. They looked really good to me. Really good quality, and he gave them to me for 40 bucks for the pair. He had a lot of them. He just had to get rid of them because his grandpa couldn't bend over or take care of them anymore. So I got them all trimmed out for breeding. I made a mess of their hoods, but they're eating real well. They're doing really well. And there's my original hen there. But the cock keeps going up. I've got my nests over here. Different style than the other coop. my cock keeps going up the Jacobin to make a nest, and the hen keeps laying on the floor. So that's the Jacobin's nest. This is the second set of eggs. The first set rolled away on her, so I put a couple of bricks down for her. So she's been sitting, I think. I got a couple more broken eggs here. Gonna have a mess with the eggs. I'm gonna clean the coop right as soon as I'm done with this. But this space was a little too narrow. I may remove the bar and remove one nest, so I'll have 5 nests in here. I think I only have 3 cocks in here, and then I have the Swifts and the Jacobins. So now I put lights into it. I got a couple of lights. Tip for all you newbies, if you can put your water dish on an inside corner like that, it stays much cleaner than in a corner. The corner, when they fly, all the crap goes into the corner. And then I have it raised up about 2 inches on a little platform I made, and it stays real clean. It's been real good on the inside corner like that. I kept my feed out here in the winter, but I'd come out in the morning and the feed would be cold. And I know when I'm cold, I don't like eating cold food, so I ended up putting the feed back in the basement so it stays 70 degrees. So when they get moving in the morning, they go down, they eat the warm feed. And I just think it's better that the feed be warm than have them eating a bunch of cold feed in the cold. There's the Swifts. Real pretty birds. They got the short beak and the kind of round head, and they're like a silver blue with a silver collar around their neck. They come in black with a gold collar. Rahani, I was looking for a pair of those, but everybody wants like $100 a bird or $75 a bird, and I got these 2 for $40. Like I say, the neck on that one is really copper. This guy's pretty silver. He's pretty good, but I'm not paying $100 for a pair of birds. I never charge anybody that, and I don't. I try to promote the birds, and most of the time I end up giving them to people, but I think $20 a bird is pretty fair when you feed them and all that. But you get over that, and I don't know, it's not for me. They're just pigeons. They're beautiful. I hope I have some. I may swap some of these young to the pairs in here, because I don't care too much about these pairs. That's a cock there. He's pretty good. They're all pretty good. His eye color is off, and that's hen. That's my old hen. That's the dun I wanted to breed, but I don't have a good cock for her. And that little guy, I don't have a cock for her either. She's probably my best type bird, body and head, and she's got the nice flat spot on her head, and a nice forehead, nice beak setting. She's pretty good. They're pretty good. They're small, so those boxes are about maybe 12 or 14 inches wide, and they're 12 inches apart. For the Portuguese, they're pretty good. For rollers, they would be pretty good. The Swifts kind of are a little big, but they're not too bad. That's the pair there, that cock there, and that hen. And they're separate families. So I've got one pair there, and then I've got that pair of almost whites. So hopefully you can see how long he is. He's real long. He should be a bit shorter than that. I don't know. He's not a very good cock too. He's not very active. He might even be a hen. I don't know. I haven't seen him really cooing, driving, and by this point they should be. cooing hard, you know. So I don't know if they're gonna do anything for me. This guy she's pretty. She's got a nice head, nice beak, but she's big. It's a hen. She's big. She's probably my biggest. I like to find somebody who wants to fly them, and she'd be a nice bird to fly and see if she can. I heard of guys flying them with tipplers, and they keep up with the tipplers. They're a little smaller than tipplers, although she's pretty close to the same size as a tippler. She's a big galoot. I thought she was going to be a male, but it's just a giant hen. So she's pretty good. She's got a nice head and everything, but she's just big. If I have time, I may try to fly them. That's my old hen. I'm going to give the old hens a break this year. I'll maybe use them again next year, but let them recoup. She's the one that throws the crossbeak babies with the other cock, so I don't know. I'll have to see if I'll see if the cock throws crossbeak babies. If he does, I'll stop breeding him. If not, it's in her, so I'll stop breeding her. Either way, I'm going to stop breeding. That's her baby. He had a bit of a crossbeak. I trimmed it down, and it's matched up pretty good.